What's up, folks? So, man, I know I've been incognito lately. I'm about to start pushing out more content, man. But been dealing with a lot, man. Dealing with a lot. So, obviously been doing the Uber and Lyft driving. It has been horrible. Absolutely horrible lately, man. I don't know what y'all been feeling, but I'm gonna post up some of the rides that they've been giving. I mean, it's just ridiculous what you're looking at, man. The prices and stuff is horrible. It's just horrible. So I'm looking at some other positions, and also I just did my book. I just added a book to Amazon KDP. Not sure if y'all familiar with that, man, but I'm getting into some other things. I'm also gonna post a video about, man, how to get $10,000 in less than a month. All right, I got some videos for y'all, man. Stuff that I've done, man, that has basically saved my life at times. So I'm gonna put it out there and start helping people get money in other ways, because this stuff is ridiculous. It is ridiculous. Other than that, man, I hope everybody's good. You know, obviously we got a new president in office. I think it's some good things that's happening for people, man. One thing I should have got away from this before. I've been doing this Uber and Lyft, and man, I think I took too much focus on it, and that's why I'm getting ready to do something else that I know makes more money quickly, and kind of jump back on my feet like I need to. But the problem is, though, right now I'm in the middle of an eviction. Right? In the middle of an eviction, man. Then went through the process. Like I was able to push the eviction off for a long time. I've been able to push it off, man, because I know, different laws and stuff, the requirements and stuff. Now, the problem is, though, I did an appeal on it. And this judge, man, when I say he didn't want to hear none of the law, and that's the thing, man, if you ever dealt with that, if you ever dealt with eviction or anything like that, or you ever dealt with a judge that just disregarded the law, like, put it in the comments. So I told the judge, I'm like, look, judge, they didn't follow, this specific protocol, which is a requirement. You have to do this, that, and the other in order to proceed with any type of eviction. He didn't care about none of that. Now, granted, I could have filed it's called a super Pierce. It's like a super Pierce appeal bond, where you can actually, appeal a judge if they didn't, follow the law. And like these judges, they didn't follow the law. All right, but what they do is they put these super high. I guess that's why they call it super Pierce bond or whatever. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but they give you that. That way you can't appeal their, their unlawful ruling. Okay, and this just happened with me. So I'm like, man, I could have tried to fight it, and took some other routes, but it would take a lot, man, and it ain't worth it at this point. I can so I'll deal with the eviction, right? And I know some stuff, man. So like, the eviction ain't gonna bother me. It ain't gonna affect me. All right, you just gotta know how to move and know what to do. All right, knowledge is power. Understand that. All right, guys. So just went for a job interview, man. Job interview for probation, parole. Well, not probation. It's juvenile probation supervision. All right, post adjudication. So what I'll essentially be doing is looking after juveniles that's in the system, man, from ages anywhere from 9 years old to like 17, 18 years old. So I applied for this position, man. My career field, my degree is in criminal justice. So I'm trying to get back into it. Um, it's been hard getting into like the law enforcement here in Texas, man. I real like I ain't had this much problem in Missouri, but it's been an issue trying to get in here in Texas. But I gotta get some stuff back on track. And the one thing I say, when you got a degree, it does help because you can fall back on your degree, your career field, in situations where employment is tough. And it's been a struggle, man. So like I've been doing Uber and this living. I'm like, man, I'm burnt out. I'll be honest, I'm burnt out. So I got to get something good under my belt. I think going in, they're gonna start me off somewhere between 4 and 5 grand a month. That ain't bad. I was hoping they would give me at 5,500 a month, but I don't know if that's what it's gonna be. But I can do a lot with 4 grand, 4,500 a month. If I get anywhere between 4 grand, 4,500 a month, I should be able to do a lot and position myself to acquire property and stuff. And I'm just gonna work my way back up, man. Just reestablish my credit the way I need to. I got I know how to reestablish. I got the stuff I need to do that. I just need the opportunity, and I gotta get the funds back under my belt to make my climb. But this gonna be epic. Like this gonna be the time I'm really gonna bounce back. Like y'all see, cause y'all gonna be following me. I'm gonna show you. But yeah, like I'm glad I got the opportunity, man. Like I said, I'm dealing with a lot right now. Been going through this eviction and stuff. So, I got to figure out how I'm gonna navigate the next couple of weeks. Until then, I know my car note is due. I'm about to pay that. Well, I think I'm about to pay that. But anyway, man, I ain't trying to be. It's just like, man, I see so many people, dog, that's like been struggling. So I don't even feel bad that I've been dealing with what I've been dealing with. Because I just know so many people that's dealing with a lot. Like, I mean, you're not alone. I'm not alone. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people been struggling. It's sad to say, but yeah, a lot of people been struggling, man. Trying to get their life on track. And I'm no different in that regard, man. I've been trying to get stuff back on track. The economy is not what they claim it to be. More people are struggling than you could even think of, and I don't see that changing right away. I just know a lot of folks that's like going through it, whether they looking for jobs or whether they being evicted. They having to get a second job, they losing their car. I know so many people that's just going through it, man. It's ridiculous, So, this position that I might be offered, which they had me do a lot of paperwork for somebody that they ain't necessarily hired yet. So I feel like it's a good possibility I'm gonna get it. But I feel like you gotta be grateful, man. Yeah, you want the job that's gonna pay you 10 grand a month. But why you gotta have something to pay you 10? Why not have something to pay you 4 and then you go make that 4 turn to 10? You know what I mean? You don't have to make that much. You can make as much as you want to make. You just gotta go do some extra work. And I think that's where I'm at. Like, I feel comfortable making a certain amount of money, knowing what I know. When you got knowledge is power, knowledge is money. I know I can go and flip that money. I can turn that into serious profit. You know what I'm saying? I can turn it around. So I just gotta get my foot in the door, get my benefits back, go to the dentist and things. My teeth need some work. So you go to the dentist, get my benefits, all that stuff, man, and start over, And I say give me a couple months, man. I think by this time next year I'll be in a pretty good position. I'll be more so where I want to be at. But sometimes we can't be so uppity to where we can't get what we need to get in life. We can't get where we want to get. You gotta be able to got to be able to humble yourself and do the dirty work, do the grunt work in order to get where you're trying to be. And I think for me, right now, that's where I'm at. This is a phase of my life where I have to do some grunt work, and the goal is like, look, do this and go buy a property or buy a piece of land, boom, leverage that land into a property, boom, sell that. That might be a long-term project, might be a year long to get it done, but when it's done, pull 40 grand, 50 grand out that deal, boom. You know what I'm saying? Like, move like that. You got to be able to think out here. So, yeah, that's the plan, guys. I gonna say too, shoot, I gotta make a decision though, as far as what I'm gonna do, as far as living wise, where I'm living. Cause like I said, this Uber stuff, man, it just got so bad. Like, man, I posted in some of my shorts, like they offering like $8 to drive for 25 minutes. $8. You do that twice, man, you made $16. But that's not including, the gas money and stuff you gotta pay for, the gas and shit. You always gotta take that stuff in consideration too, man. Like, Uber is like literally robbing people. Uber and Lyft is robbing people of their lives. Like, they like literally robbing people of their lives. That's how bad this stuff got. Y'all folks y'all not even considering people's lives at this point. So I'm about fed up with them. I'll be honest with y'all. If it wasn't for my other business, like I got my online business, my online store, which that does pretty good at times. Then I do got some I got a ebook that I have out too, so I've always done things, man. I know how to get the money and like I said, I've been able to make 10 grand in 2 weeks. I've done that with the store, and I also did that with some other ventures that I'm gonna put out there for other people, man. I'm gonna put matter of fact, next video I do, I'm gonna tell y'all, make 10 grand in 2 weeks. This is how I did it. You could do it too. And it ain't like something like, oh, you got it. Like, if you look, man, I tell you like this. If you struggling, what you gotta think, what could 10 grand do for you right now? Could 10 grand change your life? If the answer is yes, you need to watch my next video and you need to apply it and go see what you can do. Because if that works out for you, man, your life could change this year. Or you could wait and go struggle another 4-5 years. You keep doing Uber. It might take you 2 years doing Uber to make $10,000 at the rate this shit going. I'm just being realistic, man. I'm just being realistic. Because a lot of y'all think y'all make a little money, but you ain't factoring in maintenance and shit. When that freaking car go down, that's when you gonna see what's real out here. Cause I was like, y'all, I made literally in 2 months time, I made $20,000 driving Uber. I BS you not, I got the receipts. All right, and when my engine went down because I overran that mug doing all that dang driving, you think Uber reimbursed me? Hell no. You know what I had to do? Spend another 3-4 grand on a freaking rental car. You see, so that 20 grand I made, it turned into like 4 grand after paying for all the stuff, the expenses of the rental car, paying for another engine, getting the work done, and all that. Yeah. So it didn't add up. It didn't add up. And when you making that money, it seemed cool, but once the real expenses hit, that's when you see what you really making, and it's pennies. Like, you making peanuts, basically, man. And I had to realize that, and that's why I refuse the little bit they trying to pay now. Oh yeah, I'm like, I'm good. I refuse to let them, pay me that little bit. They don't want to pay nobody nothing, for real. So, like, nah, I ain't doing that, man. doing it. So I refuse to go stoop that low. So I can rely right now. I got my ebook that's circulating. That's guys. If you haven't, I suggest you go check out the ebook. It's on Amazon, but I got it on my Stand Store. Okay, it's standstore.com/netmw. Okay, and it's basically a credit secrets ebook, man. That I got this from a wealthy businessman that owned a chain of restaurants. He had all kind of stocks and CDs and everything, man. I'm talking about millionaire, real big crib and everything, man. I was fortunate enough to be able to get this document from him, and he basically laid it out, man. It was given to him, and I said, shoot, the value of that is priceless. I've used it twice now, and I built my credit up to where I was able. When I did it, it took me like 5 months, but I was able to start doing and getting whatever I wanted, man. I kid you not, you can do and get whatever you want if you apply this ebook. And it's not one of them, oh, you got to read like 30, 40 pages. People ain't got time for all that. Get to the freaking point. Get to the point. Cut the crap. Tell me what I need to know. Tell me what I need to do. Tell me what I need to do. In this ebook, it gets straight to the point, get you on the money right real fast, and shoot, you should be able to do whatever you need to do from there. And I'm confident, like, knowledge is power, man. If you don't have this, you go your whole life without having this information, this knowledge, man, you shortchanging yourself. Because if I never got it, I think about the stuff I was able to accomplish, the cars and stuff I was able to get, the house I was able to get. I wouldn't have got that stuff, man, if I didn't have that ebook. I'm just being 100% honest, real with y'all. I wouldn't have been able to do it. I wouldn't have been able to do it twice, because my stuff fell apart. I got so much credit and all this, and man, I burnt it up, and I reestablished it again. So I was able to, man, trust me, it's something you definitely want to have your hands on, and it's worth every penny. Worth every penny. But no, guys, I'm fortunate enough to have the knowledge, man, to know what to do, know how to leverage my credit and everything to get where I want to get, and that's what I'm about to do. I'm about to run it up again. Last time I ran it up to where I was able to walk into a bank and request a $40,000, $40,000 loan, personal loan. Guess what? They handed it to me, no problem, and I was able to get a $50,000 vehicle handed to me. I wasn't even I was. Well, matter of fact, yeah, I was making a decent wage, but I wouldn't anticipate I could get all that stuff, man. Credit cards, 10 grand plus, man. Hey, I tell y'all. So if you haven't got a chance, man, go check out my ebook. It's definitely beneficial. If you're somebody that struggled, or if you just haven't been able to crack the 800s, you'll get it. You'll get it with that. So I'm gonna make another video, man. I'm gonna start making these little short videos here and there to kind of keep y'all abreast of what's happening. Y'all just gonna follow me on my life journey and just see what I do over the next couple of years, because I want y'all to see how this whole situation unfolds. You know what I mean? So I'll catch y'all later.